Hello, 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 my lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. Today we're doing a pick a card on what is going on with your person in a no contact or little to no contact situation. So if you're kind of just curious what's going on with them, what's going on with their life, maybe some feelings, I'll probably pull some message cards as well, just depending on how the piles go. So we're just kind of playing detective and trying to see if we can figure out what's going on with them and anything you need to know about the connection and the situation with your special person. So I do want to say real quick, I want to say thank you to whoever sent the Enchanted Map Oracle cards to the channel. Amazon did not put a message in there on who that was from. So if these are from you, thank you so much, and feel free to write me a comment to let me know, just so I can thank you again. And I really appreciate you guys for donating this Oracle deck. We're going to use them today in the channel. And if anyone's interested in donating a deck to the channel, I do have an Amazon wish list in the description box. If it's, if you see a deck in there that you want to donate and want me to use on the channel, I will. So yeah. So thank you to whoever sent those. Okay, we have 3 piles as per normal. So we have pile 1, which is the Honest Truth Tarot 3.3. It's an Etsy independent deck, and this is a pyrite heart. How cool is that? I just recently got that. Actually, all 3 of these hearts I just got yesterday. Pile 2 is the Muse Tarot with this clear quartz heart. There's kind of this cool little like brown vein that runs through part of it. I thought was really pretty. And then pile 3 is the Sister Moon Tarot, which is also another independent a deck I got off of Etsy with the Septarian heart. Very cool. So take a moment, take a deep breath, and go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one pile, you could have messages in more than one pile. Sometimes there'll be like one thing you need to hear in another pile, so feel free to watch more than one, just as you're guided. And it's a good chance to kind of tap into your intuition to kind of, when you get that feeling like in your stomach, you're like, oh, that's it. That's what I needed to hear. So it's a good way to tap in with that. So again, we have 3 piles. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. The timestamps will be in the description box below. So go open up the description box, click on your timestamp, and it'll take you right to your spot in the video. All right, guys, I will leave this up for a second, and then we'll dive right in. If you were sitting there during that, I left my water in the other room and I was getting very dry mouthed, which tends to happen a lot in no contact situations because a lot of people have a hard time speaking their truth. All right, so move these guys out of the way. Hope everyone's doing well. If anyone is sitting there listening to me chat away to myself. It's a fun thing about these videos. I feel like I'm talking to myself all the time. So if you ever wanted to feel like a crazy person, start a YouTube channel. All right. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 1. You guys picked this really super awesome pyrite heart. How cool. I'm so stoked about this heart that I just got. And the Honest Truth Tarot 3.3 that I got from Etsy. So we are going over what is going on with your person in a little to no contact situation. Let's just see what's going on with them. If we can figure out any truths that's going on, anything that comes up. You guys know I will say whatever my guides give me to say. So for pile 1's person, what is going on with them? What can you guys tell us about what's going on in their life? So we have the Hermit. We have a Knight of Wands. We have a 10 of Wands. We have the Devil. And Knight of Pentacles wanted to come out with that. I don't really know what the message is for that yet, so okay. kind of weird to be together, but it always is a message. We have an Eight of Cups, clarifying the Hermit. An Ace of Cups. An Ace of Wands. Okay. A Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck energy is that Nine of Swords, that anxious anxiety kind of vibe. Let me pull some of these new Enchanted Map Oracle cards that were donated by I don't know who, but thank you. Let's see. We have Golden Palace. Coming together. And education. Okay, so give me a moment to look these over to kind of start getting the messages going. Make sure you guys can see all this. I like you guys to see the cards because sometimes there'll be something in a card that means something to you, so as the viewer. Well, it's definitely feeling like little to no contact. Not surprising. We have the Hermit popping up, followed by or clarified by an Eight of Cups. So an Eight of Cups can sometimes be someone turning their back, going on their own spiritual journey or own journey that they need to take on for their own life, their soul purpose, whatever you want to go with. We did have education pop up. So this may, for some of you guys, be a situation where this person is just picking what they need to get done in life first, instead of putting their time and energy into your connection. So that might have been why this didn't play out or hasn't been playing out, because this person is focused on the things that they feel they need to do in their life to get ahead. Now the Hermit here, the Hermit can sometimes, you know, it's that quiet going inside energy, but it's for a healing purpose. So this person also may, you know, this might not be for everyone, but we may have some people going through like the dark night of the soul kind of energy, just some soul searching. This card actually says soul searching on it, you know, and that's why they had to turn their backs, because they're trying to figure everything out with this education here. And it's number 35 reduces to 8. We have Eight of Cups, we have 8. I'm trying to see what else is in this card. There's a white crane in this book of knowledge. So, you know, I do really feel like it's either this person is very legitimately going back to school for something or continuing their education, or they're putting value in that over, you know, that's the reason that they had to move away, because they need to focus on this. And for other people, this person is going down a spiritual journey. They're learning more about this. If you're in a very spiritual connection with this person and you wondered, like, do they know? Have they figured this out? Are they getting more aware of like what we're really here for? Then for those people, if you're having the inkling, it's kind of like a nod to yes, they're figuring things out. They're figuring out how things work in their life. They're just really trying to see the truth of things. So that's kind of just where they're at. So the next set of cards, I have the Knight of Wands clarified by our Ace of Cups here. So the message they're kind of giving me, not to give anyone false hope, but this is very true for some of you guys. This person, as much as they know that they need to do this, there is this draw, there is this pull, a sense of wanting to like find you and tell you how they feel, tell you their emotions, and that they still have a lot of emotions for you. So our Ace of Cups is kind of like that I love you card. And our Knight of Wands is that very passionate, lustful kind of energy. So it's like there's this dynamic between this person classifying your connection as just a physical one, and yet their heart is being pulled, their heartstrings are being pulled towards you also. I feel like this person kind of is trying to figure that out a little bit. And then there is another side of a coin with those cards that they're giving me a message, is that for, you know, some of you guys, this person just could be going after what they feel they're drawn to in their life. If you're dealing with someone who is very creative and is trying to work on a creative endeavor in their life, they're following their life purpose towards that. So a personal meaning for Ace of Cups for me. So my guides give me that sometimes, a nod to that, is this is a life purpose kind of card for me, and filling your own cup and learning to follow your soul passion. And with it coming up under King of Wands, that could be big for a lot of you guys. So then we have a 10 of Wands. So something about this person's journey, about possibly your guys' connection, has weighed heavy on this person, but it's also clarified by our Ace of Wands. So a 10 of Wands, as heavy as the energy is, it's the end of a cycle. So 10s are the ending, and then we start again, and we are very much clarified by this Ace of Wands. We have a lot of fiery energy coming through for this person. So this person's probably very passionate, very charismatic, could possibly be a fire sign, or have that heavy in their chart. But I feel like there's a sense of this person feeling like they're burdened by trying to figure out what they want to do with their life. Like, I'm hearing, should I stay? Should I go? Should I do this? Should I do that? Like, this person may have always just kind of listened to what other people told them to do. They may have came from a controlling family, where they just want to kind of break free and even figure out what it is that they want to do. They might not even know, they just know they want to do. And so they're trying to actually go and do these things that they said they wanted to do. So there's been like a spark ignited in this person to make these passionate new beginnings. This may not, relate to being with you guys. I know you guys like to come and kind of, you want to hear me say, they're going to come tell you I love you, and I'm not saying that they're not, but I feel like this is just a very personal journey for this person, and it's about going after what sparks them up and figuring that out. Like, again, it's like there's this sense of like oppression that this person was always trying to do what they thought they were supposed to do, and maybe they went to school to do one thing or this or what their parents wanted them to do. It's this very much like, I did what I thought I was supposed to do, and now they want to do what they want to do, but they're not quite sure what that is. So they're in this like realm of figuring it out, like what they want to do. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of anxiety, though. They're drawing me back into this Nine of Swords. So this person may be a slightly anxious person. This also could be you as a viewer, very anxious about what is going on with this person. But I don't get that this person's like going after other relationships and stuff like this. Person is going after themselves. Like, they're picking themselves. They want to figure themselves out. And this person does have some toxic traits, maybe some toxic love traits in the past, or toxic upbringing. I get this very heavy sense of like this family duty, like conditional loving. This person may have been had a family member that was narcissistic kind of thing, or had narcissistic tendencies. So this person was always trying to please them, and this person, I feel like, just wants to break out and do their own thing and work through their own addictions, their own bad traits. And maybe that's also what they're realizing, that they do carry a lot of traits that maybe they didn't take responsibility for, but they're wanting to work through that. But it is a slow process with this Knight of Pentacles, but they want to break through, and they are dead set on making this happen, to be the best version of themselves, to get rid of some traits. I don't feel like this is a current thing. Like, it's not like they're going after temptation. It's they're wanting to unburden their lives with things that don't serve them. And it has a lot to do with love, and I keep getting the sense of family love here. So I'm hoping for some of you guys that makes a lot of sense, for knowing this person's background, that they had a lot of pain, because I don't really necessarily feel like this is a heartache between you guys. It could be. But I feel like this person has just had a lot of like, just now they're giving me trauma bonding. So you guys may have had a similar background, and that's something that you guys are related over. Like, there was like this trauma bond that you guys have been through the same scenario, so you understood with this person. So yeah, this person is definitely wanting change in their life. We have 23, which reduces to 5, and 5s are change. 8s are abundance. Sorry, I didn't kind of mention that. This is an 8 too. So there is still like a sense, as I was looking at those cards, I kind of asked my guides, well, what are they feeling about our viewer? There is a sense of them wanting to work things out eventually with you, to wanting to come back together. I'm hearing they want to see you, or they want to see your face, or something about your eyes. They're giving me like, I don't know if someone has actually said this to you, that they get lost in your eyes. So if that's your person, there's like this sense of wanting to see you and look you in the eye again, or get lost in that intense eye contact, eye connection. But this person just wants to find their peaceful place. So like, I'm looking at this card. Granted, you know, I could pull out the guidebooks, but I'm just going to read these intuitively. But I get this sense of this person wanting to like backpack through Tibet, or somewhere like beautiful like that. It could be different for everybody depending on your background, or religious background, but somewhere like they're trying to find this peace that they've never had, and find this inner peace within themselves. So when we're really looking at what overall is going on with this person, regardless of the exact situation, this person is just trying to find themselves, trying to find their peace, trying to find what do they even want to do. This person's like in a transition of just wanting to know what they even want to do. This person may have come across like very secure and knowing themselves, but I get that that's like almost like a false front. Like they really don't know themselves, and they want to find themselves. I want to use these cards. I just got these. These are by Sister Moon Tarot. She has a channel on YouTube. You can check it out. Super awesome. But these are Moody Moon messages. This is the masculine edition, but don't worry about the gender here. Let's see, what else can we know about pile 1? Anything else you can let us know about what's going on with this person in pile 1? Scattered, can't focus, distracting thoughts, busy. So they could, as much as they are trying to focus in on this, they're still feeling a little scattered, you know, a little just distracted, trying to figure out what it is that they want to do with their life. Deciding, deliberating options, comparing. Yeah, this person's just in a state of figuring things out, figuring out what works best for them, what they want to do. They may have just had a recent huge life shift, and it's just causing everything to shift around them, and figuring out what they want to do. I'm hearing somebody lost a job that they thought they wanted, but it's kind of like a blessing in disguise. I kind of feel like some tower moments are going on. No, we don't have any under there, but I was peeking. Let's pull one more of these. And then, let's see. Cold, unyielding, detached, rigid. So that might be like the vibe that they're giving you, like this very cold, detached, kind of rigid feeling. But it's really because they're healing. They're working on their self-love, their self-care, their self-mending. So it's like I can't handle this right now, and I have to focus on myself. So the easiest way for them to do that is just to be really cold and detached from you. For message cards, I did just get these, and these are Love Notes No Communication Edition. There are some good and harsh truths in here, so we'll see what comes up. And again, this is just, always remember, these are kind of just current snapshots of current energies. It doesn't mean this is all set in stone forever. It's just where this person is right now. And if we look at our own lives, I mean, we can shift day to day. I mean, some people shift minute to minute, you know, or, you know, there's just a lot's going on with this person. So just always remember, don't ever get too caught up or hung up or sad about a reading that you watch on here, because this is just letting you know what's going on with this person, and this person is definitely very much in a transitional period. All right, these two popped out. It says, "Babe, I love you. I want to be with you." So for a lot of you guys, this person, you know, your person still has a lot of love for you. I'm hearing like babe might not be your pet name for some of you guys, but they like say your pet name. I don't like, you guys have pet names for each other. I don't want to lose your love, and I'm afraid I might lose you. So there's a sense of fear. Maybe that's where this anxiety comes from. This person knows that they need to do this. They have to go. I feel like they're almost being propelled in a way they don't even completely understand, but they know that they have to do all this for their greatest good, their highest good. But they are afraid of losing you in the process. Maybe that's also where this rigidity comes in. Sometimes, you know, I'm sure everybody can relate to this. If you want something so bad, but you know that you have to do this other thing and you're fearful of losing it, then you kind of just accept, well, I just can't have it. So you get like this very cold, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm whacked out. I don't know. But I know I sometimes when even if I love something or want something so bad, if I feel like I have to do something else and I can't do both, I get cold towards one thing. And I almost like shut it down. I mean, feel free to comment if you guys do that too, but I'm just being told, keep in mind that, you know, not all harshness is because they don't care. Sometimes it's because they don't know how to do both, is the message they're trying to get me to relay. And I think I butchered that a little bit, but hopefully that makes sense. So what else does this person want to say in the absence? I wanted to play the field. Now that I look where that got me nowhere. So for if any of you guys, this person broke up because they wanted to see what else was out there personally, even though I don't feel like this is really this person's agenda, but you know, there's a lot of people that tap into these readings. So there's a sense of regret with that card that just comes in, like I picked something else over you and now I'm kind of regretting it because it didn't get me to where I thought I was going to go. I'm so lost right now and confused. So yeah, this person is being pulled to do this thing, but they still have anxiety about like, what is it I'm even doing? And I feel like they may have people in their life that doesn't understand why they've changed, why they've done these things. And they don't really know, but they just know they just have to. But they are feeling a little lost. Let's pull one or two more before I end this. I'm getting so dry mouthed. So this person probably wants to talk to you. They just can't find the words. Or they wanted to reach out to you. Now they're like showing me like someone picking up a phone or opening email and then not sending the message because they don't quite know what to say. Says, please don't hate me for ghosting you. You didn't deserve it. So if this person, you know, kind of just dropped out of your life, again, that cold, rigid, they know that you didn't deserve that. So there is a level of regret to that. I feel like this person just doesn't know how to explain what's going on because they don't even fully get it themselves. And honestly, I don't want to be in a relationship right now. So yeah, this person just feels like they have to do this first. Whatever this is, again, it's going to look a little different for everybody. Hopefully I described enough situations that made sense to you guys. But they can't do both. I feel like this person is very like, they may not be the best at juggling all kinds of things because when they put their all into something, like when they put their focus on something, they give their all. And it's really hard when people are that driven, that focused, that caring, that compassionate to divvy that up because how do I be this for everything in my life? So they're just picking themselves. So guys, I hope I hope this gave you some insight to what's going on with your person. I hope you found some value in this. As always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. It's truly an honor. Thank you to all my continued viewers, subscribers, all my commenters. Everybody has been so great to me. I truly appreciate it. I do get the occasional hater, so all right guys, you know, I can't win everybody over, but I always just try to come from a place of pure heart and love for you guys. So with that said, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. If you're sitting there, I just need to chillax for a second, unwind from that. If you're sitting there, I have to light my incense about to burn out. Put that down there. Light a new one. All right. Okay. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 2. Let me put this heart away. All right, you guys pick the clear quartz crystal heart. How beautiful is that? Like, there's so many cool like veins through this. It's gorgeous. And you guys picked the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann, which is one of my favorite decks. So we are, I just love anything she touches. She's an amazing artist. Really cool person to watch on Instagram too. I don't know her personally, but I would like to. Anywho, so if anyone knows Chris Ann, let her know that Joy from A Journey in Light adores her. Anywho, so all right. I just admitted my girl crush. All right, so we are tapping in to see what is going on with your person in a no contact situation. Depending on how the pile goes, I'll possibly pull some message cards. Kind of seeing, you know, if it's more a vibe where they do want to say something to you, I'll pull cards as needed. But let's just see what's going on with them, what's going on in their life, anything we can play detective with. What is going on with pile 2's person? What do they need to know about what's going on in this person's life, behind the scenes, in their mind, thoughts, feelings, any of that good stuff. All right. We have the Empress. We have a 9 of Cups. Ace of Swords. We have a 3 of Swords with the Emperor that popped out together. We have a 9 of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have a 6 of Swords. We have an Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck energy is 2 of Pentacles. Okay, let me pull some oracle cards to go along with this. Just got this deck donated to the channel. I'm not sure who sent it, but whoever it was, thank you. Feel free to comment if it was you. This is the Enchanted Map oracle cards. Sorry, my OCD is kicking in. Moonlight. What a pretty card. Slow and Steady. Rock Bottom. Okay. And one more, Cleaning House. What is going on with this person? I feel like the message that is rattling in my head is I'm protecting my inner world at all costs. But I'm trying to get where that fits into the rest of this. Because this feels like a very much, like pile 1 was very much a person separate from the viewer. This feels very much about this person and you guys watching. Are you all watching? Sorry, I'm taking a moment. There's so much. And it's not bad, so don't think that I'm trying to figure out how to say something bad. I'm trying to relay how this person feels. Like it's definitely a sense of longing. This could be, I'm picking up on you guys as well. All right, I'm just going to say all this that comes out. So if it makes sense for you, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading. This could just be a message for someone. But it's like they want to say, like, I see your beauty. I see everything that you are. I see how perfect you are. I want to tell you all of this. And I don't know how because I'm afraid of being hurt. I've worked so hard to build my confidence up. I have spent so much time juggling, finding my footing in life, and I don't know how it all works together with you, with what else I have going on. Okay. That was a little odd. Only thing I can say, that's kind of a channeled message for somebody. Take it as you will. That doesn't normally happen to me in readings, so I guess someone just really needed to say that. All right. I feel like this person is trying to make a rebound from some stuff that really went wrong. We have this rock bottom card here, and then cleaning house came out next to it. So the messages are kind of giving me from this is that this person is really either about to hit rock bottom, is sitting in bottom, or they're reclaiming themselves. I feel like this is more of a reclaiming pile, because this is a lot of good energy here. So I feel like this, you know, either it might have been your guys' breakup made them really evaluate what they wanted, and they're trying to fix their life. If you guys walked away from this person because they just did not have their crap together, it's something about that forced them to realize that they need to shape up, or I'm hearing shape up or ship out kind of energy. Maybe that's something somebody said to this person, but this definitely feels like very much this person has you as the viewer a lot on their mind. Again, this is a huge contrast from pile one. This is very much feeling like a super loving reading. I keep getting this overwhelming sense of love, but yet longing because you guys aren't together and they can't talk to you and they can't be what you need them to be. But there's a sense of like wanting to start anew with you, wanting to communicate, wanting to express that they know the truth. They're learning things. They're drawing me into both of the owls in this card. I wonder if there's any more owls. There's some more birds, but it's like this knowing, this inner knowing that this person knows that you guys are connected, that you're meant to be together, or meant to be in each other's life in some capacity to learn certain things. We're dealing with like a soul contract kind of feeling here. There can be lots of different soul labels that go along with that, but you guys basically probably had past lives and things like that. Soul family, you vibe really well with this person, they vibe really well with you. You guys were meant to learn, you were meant to meet, you were meant to learn things from each other. There's a level of destiny that's pulling through this pile. But it's like this person just misses you. I don't know what else to say. Like, we're trying to tap in to see what's going on. I'm not getting a lot of just what they're doing. I'm getting a lot of like just longing and realizing that they messed up, if you know, or they may have made a wrong choice here and there. They may have been held back from fears, maybe not communicated how they felt, how they really saw you. So with the Empress here and then the Nine of Cups together, like our Empress is, regardless of gender, is someone that's nurturing, caring, but full of confidence. We have the Emperor and the Empress here. I didn't even know why I didn't notice that. Those are divine counterparts. So yeah, this is feeling like a very divinely guided connection. That's just a miss at the moment, but it's not a miss in the heart, is kind of what they're telling me. This person is just like, like this is just part of the separation period. This no contact period is like part of the journey, because you guys each need to learn some stuff separately. But I feel like if you got, I mean, I'm doing a no contact thing, but this feels like, I mean, maybe you guys are on the edge of having some contact from this person. So if you're watching going, oh, I wonder if I'm going to hear from them, I feel like they really, really want to. They really want to reach out. They really want to smooth things over. There may be some apologies needed. They're finding their balance in their life. They're still very guarded about all their inner world. So you may have inklings about this person having like some bad childhood trauma or something, but they never really told you, and they're very guarded about letting you in on their little world. Maybe you got very close to that and something about that triggered this person to step back, or maybe you left this person because they couldn't open up, but this person wants to. So our Ace of Voices, Ace of Swords, typically is about just this sword of truth and wanting to tell the truth, wanting to start anew with the truth. The Ace of Inspiration, which is Ace of Wands, is like a passionate new beginning here. And it comes from like, and it's clarifying this Emperor and this broken heart vibe here. So it's like they're reclaiming their confidence, or maybe this person holds on to their confidence because they're afraid of getting hurt. So if this person does have a wall up around their heart a little bit, especially with this Nine of Wands here, they may have had a hard time letting you in, and you just didn't think it was going to go anywhere, or maybe they didn't express how they felt because they had this wall to protect them from you. And people tend to, not that they're harshest to the ones they love, but they can tend to be more defensive against people that they feel like could really hurt them. So there's a level of like knowing that, not that you would hurt them, but their vulnerability here in this connection has kind of spooked them a little bit. So they had walls up. They still kind of do, but they're working through their fears. They're realizing that, you know, it doesn't serve them. And maybe that's the knowledge that they're gaining is doing some shadow work, things like that. Maybe not consciously. I don't feel like, I mean, this person could be fairly spiritual, but I get this person's like a little more just, I keep hearing by the book, but they may be like subconsciously working through like, oh, well, you know, I do this, and why do I do this? Maybe looking at attachment styles. Maybe this person's slightly avoidant attachment style, so they run away when they're presented with an issue instead of dealing with things. They just pull back. But they're realizing that hasn't been serving them. So it's like under the light of the moon, these truths are coming out, and you know, the moon can represent illusions, can represent fear, people hiding behind things, hiding in the dark, in the shadows. So it's like they haven't really wanted to let you see all their ickiness, kind of thing. This person definitely has put you on a pedestal with this Empress energy here. Maybe they didn't feel like they measured up, even though you were their wish fulfilled. So our Nine of Cups is a very wish fulfilled cup. And I kind of touched on the destiny part of this. So the wheel here, they're giving me like you guys are supposed to be in each other's lives to learn, to teach happiness, to teach love, to help see the truth of things. So again, a very destined soul contract kind of thing. Like you guys are meant to meet. You know, meant to be doesn't necessarily always equate to meant to be forever, but you know, as you guys are still meant to be in each other's lives. I don't feel like whatever you guys are supposed to be working on, it's not completely done. So I don't think this is a kaput's end of story connection. Again, general reading, so there's a lot of people that are tapping in, but majority of you guys, this isn't over. This isn't the last kind of thing, and there could be some works behind the scenes going on to bring you guys back together. But it is going to be kind of slow and steady energy here. So it's like very pinnacle energy. Just this person's working through it, but I still feel like there's going to be communication soon if there isn't as of now. This person definitely has some stuff they want to tell you. We're going to pull message cards. I'm trying to figure out which ones I want to pull. But they're having me look under here. So High Priestess is under here. Sometimes in readings when High Priestess pops up, it's like I feel like you know, like if I'm talking about you guys having a spiritual connection, then you already know a lot of this stuff. This could just be a confirmation for you. I'm going to use some of these. I just got this deck on Etsy. This is Divine Love Messages. So let's see, because I definitely feel like this is a divine connection. So let's see, what does this person want to say? They feel like they have a lot of things they want to say. They're a lot mushier than they let on. They are protecting their broken heart at all costs, definitely. Maybe you're better off without me. So maybe that's also why they're hesitant to come back with these conversations, because they want to. I definitely feel this pull to want to connect with you, but maybe they just think that they're not good enough for you. They have put you on a pedestal for sure. And so they think you're better off without them. It says, I don't want to take you for granted or misuse you. They might have taken you for granted in the past and not realizing maybe till after, like it's like that vibe of you don't realize what you have until it's gone kind of vibe with this person. there is some toxic stuff I have to release. So they're still, you know, working through these issues that they have to let go of. I remember the good times we shared. So this person is very nostalgic about your guys' connection. They definitely think about it a lot. They think about the good stuff too. I don't get that they harp too much on any bad things. Like if you're worried if you said something mean, I don't think they think about it that much. I'm watching you, so this person could be stalking your social media or even having a friend look at your profile. But they're keeping an eye on you. They might not, if they're not in touch with you at all, they're trying to somehow not completely lose control of the situation or lose touch with you. Why do you keep breaking my heart? Oh, we do have this 3 of Swords here, so I don't know who all this is for. This might just be for a few of you guys, but this person feels like you broke their heart here. But this continual, you know, being apart obviously very much breaks their heart. I feel like they have that guarded. They might not let that show. They might put on a front on their social media that they're all confident, they're all brave, they're all getting out there, but they're still brokenhearted, and it continually keeps breaking. You cross my mind 1,000 times a day. So this person thinks about you heavily. I already talked about that. That was a very strong vibe. I know that we're not perfect, but we are perfect for each other. So they definitely still see you as your perfect piece. Again, that 9 of Cups, like you're their wish fulfilled. You're everything that they could want in a relationship and a person. Let's get one more. I psych myself out sometimes. Yeah, so it's like that edge of like wanting to connect with you, but not quite knowing how. So pile 2, I hope this gave you some insight to what's going on with a person. They definitely is still thinking about you, trying to figure this out, but the love is not lost. I want to go back and watch that. I don't remember. I know I said something at the beginning of this reading, and I don't know what I said, but hopefully that got to who it was supposed to get to. A little fun fact for you guys that don't know, I don't remember my readings. Once I'm done with this, I forget it, or it's like remembering a dream, or sometimes I can go back and watch them and it's like watching somebody else. So there's a little fun fact for my tarot reading is very, very inspired from somewhere else. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you in a future reading. I appreciate all of you guys, and bye. Have a good one. Some water. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. We're on pile 3. You guys picked the Septarian. How cool is that heart? So I have the little, I'll tell you guys, I pulled up the little thing because I didn't want to say it wrong. This is a geode that's a combination of yellow calcite, brown aragonite, gray limestone, and clear and white barite. Thus it has the properties of each of its own component minerals as well as its own. Septarian brings calming energies which have nurturing feel to them and can bring feelings of joy and spiritual uplifting. So how cool is that? I just thought it looked pretty snazzy. So all right, you guys didn't come for a crystal lesson. All right, so we are going over what is going on with your person in a no contact or little to no contact situation. Both piles have been completely different, so I don't know what's going to go on with this one. But I'm using the Fairy Tarot by Sister Moon Tarot. She does have a channel on YouTube. I will link her in the description box if you want to check out her channel. It's super cool. She makes her own decks, and I just purchased them from Etsy. So I like to kind of, you know, I like doing independent decks. I like giving, you know, small business people some money, right? And a lot of the decks I get to buy is because you guys have been so gracious enough to donate money as like an energy exchange, either on my PayPal or Cashapp. So I appreciate you guys for that. All right, so let's see what's going on with pile 3's person. Please, anything you can let us know about what's going on with them. We have a 5 of Swords, We have the Star, the Queen of Swords, we have 8 of Wands, we have the World, we have an Ace of Cups, the Death card, yeah, okay, and the 10 of Cups. Bottom of the deck energy is 10 of Swords. So the reason I giggled is like I heard someone say, I'm sick of my own shit. So that's the vibe I get from this person. Like they're just sick of their own, like, if you guys aren't together, I think it's because this person messed up somehow. It's going to look different for everybody, but they're just like, they messed it up. Like they realize it, like they must have some toxic traits of just like self-sabotaging kind of vibe. Like, but this person's just sick of it. Like they're sick of doing whatever it is that they do, that they self-sabotage themselves. So we have this 5 of Swords started off this, which can be, this can be a fight that nobody really wins. So some of you guys could have had an actually like word for word fight, but it kind of just was spiteful. No one actually won. But what they were giving me was this person like fights with themselves about things. Like they talk themselves out of good situations because maybe they're, you know, they definitely have some sort of like self-loathing in order to self-sabotage. Like they just figure like, well, love never works out, so why would it work out for me kind of vibe is going on there. But they're ready to end that cycle with it clarified by the World. It's like they're like, okay, I'm over being my own worst enemy. I'm over this crap that I put myself through. I'm ready for a new beginning. I'm ready to have hope. I'm ready to see what I could have in love. And that brings us into the Stars, and it's clarified by our Ace of Cups. So this person is very hopeful about love and what love can really do in their life. But they do realize that it's going to take, like they're not quite there yet. They're hopeful and being like dreamy-eyed about it, but they need to do some transformation. They need to do some inner work. They need to be clear with themselves. They need to like, it's almost like they need some tough love. Maybe you pointed out to them, because our Queen of Swords is someone that kind of slashes through with some truths, some harsh words at times, but needed, truthful kind of vibe here. So it's like, I'm just getting like, maybe you told them what was up. Maybe you pointed these things out about this person, and they're like, no, it's you, it's not me. But then they realize they're like, oh, it is me kind of vibe. So they definitely want to change, and they want to change quickly with this Ace of Wands, which Ace of Wands can be fast communication too. So, I mean, guided to point that out, they might want to be reaching out to you. And their 10 of Cups is this person wants it all. Like they've shot themselves in the foot for so long. They have ruined everything, possibly just between you guys. But I feel like this person just does this a lot in their life. Like they want something, but then like almost like this person uses procrastination not to go for what they want. Like this person I think is very, very talented, very skilled, but they almost like don't see themselves clearly. And maybe you've saw them clearly this whole time, and so you try to give them love, and you try to give them love, and there's a part of them that couldn't accept it because they don't see it themselves, about themselves. So when we have a hard time, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this, when we have a hard time seeing ourselves clearly or deserving of love, when someone like shoves love down our throats, like it makes you feel more uncomfortable and pull back, right? Because you're like, well, why did they really like me like that? Like, they're going to see through this. They're going to realize that I suck or whatever. So if your person, if self-sabotage isn't like the theme of this person, then this isn't your reading, because this is very, very self-sabotaging energy going on with this person. But they are definitely over their own crap. They want to change. I'm not sure if they know quite how to change this yet, but they know that they want these beautiful things in life. They know that they wanted the potential that you guys had. Like this person definitely sees the potential that you guys had. I don't know how they feel if it's completely over, but there's a sense of them wanting to reach out in a very fast, passionate way. Almost in a childlike way. I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. So sometimes the messages come in as feelings or memories. So the fact that there's all these fireflies on this card gave me this like childhood wonderment is what I'm trying to express. But I'm trying to figure out how to say that. It's like this person wants to like do something fun with you. They want to like come back in with like some like fun date or take you to do something whimsical. It could be adventurous and outdoors. I mean, these cards are kind of outdoorsy, but they just, I keep seeing myself as a kid. I'm just trying to give you the image that they're giving me because maybe it relates to somebody. Being in a field when I was younger, I lived in Kentucky, and there was actually fireflies where I lived. There aren't. But it's like this magic of seeing things light up in the dusk. So it's like maybe, you know, this person could want you to take you to see that kind of stuff, or they want to look at the stars with you. There's a sense of this person wanting to be in like almost like a whimsical, dark place. It kind of sounds creepy. Dark area, but looking at something that's awe-inspiring. And it's like they want to somehow, it's like I see this person planning a date that's awe-inspiring for you. And they want to make you so happy because like you definitely were something they were very hopeful for. I think that you guys had a really good connection. This person just shot themselves in the foot a lot. But they want to redeem themselves. But the way I just keep getting this person wanting to plan some sort of just like fun, happy, but yet awe-inspiring kind of date with you. I'm also seeing like fire, like sitting around a fire, like with marshmallows, like kind of romantic, kind of, but in an innocent way. Like I don't get that this person's like, hey, I want to just jump in bed with you. This is like someone that wants to build up to this beautiful connection. And maybe what I'm describing are connections that you guys already had, experiences that you guys already had. But it's like this person wants to find that like wonderment in your connection again. I hope that I'm making sense. It's such a lovely, but it's coming from a beautiful, innocent place is what I'm trying to describe. So I'm going to pull some oracle cards. I normally did it before the reading, but I kind of just jumped right into this. So what else is going on with pile 3's person besides them wanting to take them to dark, creepy woods? This came out in pile 2 as well. Slow and steady. So this person may take a while to do things, but they want to do it right. Storm fields. I don't think they want to go storm chasing. What exactly? It's like watch an old movie with you. Like I just saw like Wizard of Oz pop up in my head, and I mean the tornado is not a stretch. Maybe watch Twister. I don't know. I don't know if some of you guys had like a love of like older movies or like to watch movies, like nostalgic kind of movies, but it's very nostalgic feel. Like I don't feel like normally this card means like ripping through things. I don't get that vibe at all. This is like a sense of like I'm just getting old movies or wanting to like do something like that with you, even like maybe have a fire on, watch a fun movie. It's just such a beautiful, like sweet, like reconnection that this person wants with you. Intention 22. So this little owl here has like the dandelion thing that you blow to make a wish. So it's like this person wishes, you know, we have the star here too, wishes for this new beginning and wants it to be like magical and playful and fun. I think you're dealing with someone who just has such a beautiful heart, and maybe that's what they've been afraid to show because they are pretty sensitive, and so they maybe kept a wall up from you or like went back and forth. Maybe you thought they were a little bit of a player energy or wishy-washy, but it's just because they like wanted to make this work and then their fear pulled them back a lot. We have making a choice on the bottom of the deck. So they definitely have been wanting to make this choice. They might still be in the middle of making a choice. My mom is calling me for some reason. I will call her back. So I don't know, whenever phone calls happen in readings, I feel like I have to say that because maybe that's a sign for somebody. I don't know. Someone's calling, but it's my mom. So anywho, that's weird. So another message for some of you guys, like this person may be making a choice between family and you or something. I don't know. And then we have this like little card, like heal the ouch. So I think this person that you're dealing with is just a very vulnerable person, and maybe they just weren't always open, but they have such this beautiful energy and they're ready to change. Like, that's what they want you to know. They're ready to change. They don't want to be this person, like, I'm just here like, I know I suck. They don't want to be that person anymore, you know. So I want to pull some divine love messages. I just got this deck. I went on an Etsy buying spree recently because you guys have all been so great and donated to my channel, so I wanted to pay that back by getting some new decks. So let's see, what does this person want to say to pile 3? I'm unlearning old ways. It is hard at times. Yeah, they're trying to undo this self-sabotage vibe that they have. Everything you touch turns to gold. You're pure magic. So this person sees you as this magical person. Maybe they just don't feel like they lived up to that. But you saw this person. They just weren't seeing themselves clearly. I know that we're not perfect, but we're perfect for each other. Like, you're dealing with like almost a hopeless romantic that hasn't allowed you to see that side. I mean, maybe they did for some of you guys. For some of you guys, I feel like you didn't even realize that this person has this like just super sweet side. Like, they just were so scared to let it out because someone really crapped on them in the past. Do you know how divine you are? Do you know how amazing you are? Ooh, there you guys. Sorry, the glare, but what a beautiful card is that. I'm watching you. So this person keeps an eye on your social media and stuff. You also, I feel like maybe some of you guys may still be friends with this person and not realizing that they have all these feelings for you. Sorry for the wait. So they realize that they've taken a while and they may take a little bit longer, and the slow and steady, but they're figuring it out. They're late to the game, but they're figuring it out. Why do you keep breaking my heart? This popped up in pile 2. I don't feel like you guys are doing anything intentional. I don't get this vibe, but I feel like this person is breaking their own heart, really. Maybe this is something they say to themselves. And then, what do you want from this love? So maybe they're curious on what you even want from them. They're still working on their self-confidence here. Maybe this person's a little bit younger than you, but we have let's start over at the bottom of the deck. So they definitely want this new beginning. I was feeling that. I think there's going to be some new communication. There's so weird how many things I got from my 8 of Wands, but I love how my guides work. I really enjoy being an intuitive reader. I feel very honored like that. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Overall, I'm about to get into this. I want to say thank you to a lot of my viewers for a second, but I'm trying to see if there's anything else I need to say before I go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, this person definitely still has a lot of feelings for you. They want a new beginning. They're just trying to figure out how, and they need to heal these things that are not, or like toxic traits, and they're unlearning their old ways, and they're having a hard time, but they're working on it. They're trying to heal their ouch. So I just wanted to say, if anyone's still sitting around, staying tuned, I just want to say thank you guys. Like, so many people, I've connected with a lot of viewers lately via different things, and most people that I feel are very drawn to me, that I connect with, are a soul family of mine. But I just want to say you guys have been like so great to me and so awesome. And I mean, some of the stuff people tell me is like amazing, and it's heartwarming, and sometimes I don't know what to say. So if you write me like on Instagram or something like that, like sometimes I'm just like, oh, thanks. But it's like, because I don't know what to say, you guys are so great and I love it. I'm just a normal person, or you guys praise me for like being so amazing at all this stuff, and I'm honestly just a normal person like everybody else that just decided to trust this whole crazy thing, all these crazy thoughts I had, and I really felt crazy. But it's been such an honoring experience to trust, you know, my guide, spirit, the divine, God, all of it, whatever you want to call it. I prefer all the names. All the names are not enough. but like for you guys seeing me and hearing me, like it's truly, truly an honor. So I just wanted to give you guys a big thank you for that, if you're still stuck sitting here listening to me yammer on. So I just want you guys to know that I do appreciate you. I do see the comments. I don't always get to respond to all of them. I tend to skim through them because sometimes there's negative ones, and I'm very empathic, so I have to just, I can't pick that energy up. But there are so many beautiful, beautiful things that you guys say, and I want you to know that I appreciate it so much. So much. So thank you guys. I hope everyone's well, and I look forward to seeing you in a future reading. Bye guys.